Welcome to Choice Talents NG Academy. This is a training on human resource planning. In the course of this training, we shall consider the following learning outline. 1. An overview of human resource planning. 2. Steps to human resource planning. 3. Importance, objectives, and types of human resource planning. 4. Corporate planning and the human resource planning process. For the learning outcome, after taking this training, participants will be able to 1. Understand need and importance of human resource planning. 2. Know the objectives of human resource planning. 3. Explain the steps in human resource planning. 4. Understand the various models applied in human resource planning. 5. Understand corporate planning and the human resource planning process. 6. Know the concerns of human resource planning, and prepare for it. So, what is human resource planning? Human resource planning, also known as HR planning, is the activity of deciding the future of human resources, in relation to the right number and type of people required for each job, with the right training, and motivation for work at the right time, and place, in the organization. Human resource planning projects the future of manpower needs of an organization, and getting the right number of qualified people into the right job, and at the right time frame. It is a system of matching human resource supply with openings in the organization. Also, human resource planning is a system that enables the management to have the right number, and kinds of people, at the right places, and at the right time, to carry out organizational activities that benefit the people and the organization. Some definitions of human resource planning include the following. Coleman defined human resource planning as the process of determining manpower requirements and the means for meeting those requirements, in order to carry out the integrated plan of the organization. Bruce P. Coleman defined human resource planning as the process of determining manpower requirements, in order to carry out the integrated plan of the organization. The various importance of human resource planning are as follows. 1. To improve productivity and aid the organization achieve its objectives. 2. To promote results that favor both the organization and the employees. 3. To prevent disruption of workflow, lower productivity, and poor job satisfaction. 4. To maximize the utilization of human resources, reduce employee turnover and absenteeism. 5. To help management have the right number and kinds of people at the right places, and at the right time. The objectives of human resource planning is aimed at 1. Actualizing the organization's goals for expansion and growth. 2. Forecasting human requirements and determining the future of human resource needs in an organization, and ensuring that necessary manpower is available when required. 3. Promoting employees from performance information stored in the database for decision making. 4. Effective change management in coping with new market conditions, technology, products, and government regulations effectively. 5. Effective utilization of human resource by identifying surplus for downsizing and unutilized human resources, for optimization. 6. Determining the levels of recruitment, training, and estimating the cost of labor force and its housing requirements. 7. Controlling the cost aspect of human resources, formulating transfer and promotion policies. The factors affecting human resource planning can be classified into internal and external factors, and they include the following. 1. Level of technology involved will determine the kind and type of human resources required. 2. Job analysis, description, and specification determines the kind of employees that will be required. 3. Level of economic development will determine the level of human resource development, which affects the future. 4. Business environmental factors influence the volume of production, which will in turn affect the demand for human resources. 5. Trade union influence policies on working hours per day and week, recruitment sources, and so on, affect the human resource planning. 6. Companies' production or operation policy to arrive at a final product will influence the number and kind of people required. 7. Human resource management policies regarding quality of manpower, compensation level, quality of work life, and so on, influences human resource planning. 8. Company policies and strategies relating to expansion, diversification, etc. determines the human resource demand in terms of quality. 9. Government policies on labor, industrial relations, and other policies of reserving certain jobs for different communities, and sons of the soil, etc. also affects human resource planning. The models applied in human resource planning includes the following. 1. Analyzing organizational plans and objectives. Human resource planning should consider plans concerning technology, production, marketing, finance, expansion, and diversification, in order to give an idea on the volume of future work activity. The future of organizational structure and job design should be made clear, and changes in the organization structure should be examined so as to anticipate its manpower requirements. 2. Forecasting demand and supply of human resources. Human resource planning starts with the estimation of the number and type of personnel required at different levels and in different departments. 3. Estimating manpower gaps. The net human resource requirements or manpower gaps can be identified by comparing demand and supply forecasts to reveal either deficit or surplus of human resources in future. These gaps may occur in knowledge, skills, or aptitudes. 4. Matching demand and supply. Upon discovering the shortages and surpluses of human resources in kind and in number, the Human Resource Management Department works to identify the gaps and create a plan to bridge these gaps. 5. Managing surplus manpower. Surplus manpower may be redeployed to other departments, retrenched, or persuaded to quit by voluntary retirement, while manpower deficit can be solved through recruitment, selection, transfer, promotion, and training. The main steps involved in human resource planning process are to 1. Determine and to identify present and prospective needs of human resources. 2. Discover and recruit the required number of persons. 3. Select the right number and type from the available people. 4. Hire and place in the positions for which they are qualified. 5. Provide information to the selected people about the nature of work assigned to them. 6. Promote or transfer, as per the needs and the performance of employees. 7. Denote if the employees are disinterested, or their performance is not up to the standard. 8. Terminate if they are not needed, or their performance is below standard and shows no hope of improvement. 9. Allocate persons to different departments depending on the workload and requirements of the departments. 10. Consider appointments based on promotions and transfers, to fully utilize human resource and ensure smooth operations. Let us consider corporate planning, as it relates to the human resource planning process. Human resource planning constitutes an integral part of corporate plan, as it serves the organizational purposes in more ways than one. For example, it helps organizations to 1. Determine recruitment levels. 2. Anticipate redundancies. 3. Determine optimum training levels. 4. Cost manpower for new projects. 5. Assist productivity bargaining. 6. Assess future requirements. 7. Capitalize on the strengths of their manpower. 8. Study the cost of overheads and value of service functions. 9. Serve as a basis for management development programs. 10. Decide whether certain activities need to be subcontracted. Next, Time frame in defining the future of human resource management. Human resource planning is used in defining the future, and time frame can be classified into 3 periods, in days, months, or years, as determined by the organization. The following are time frames currently in use. 1. Short range or immediate future of human resource requirement projections. 2. Mid-range, with examples such as 2 to 3 years of human resource requirement projections. 3. Long-range future, with examples such as 5 to 15 years of human resource requirement projections. Major concerns for emphasis in human resource planning includes the following. 1. Employment and unemployment ratio, with acute shortage of a variety of skills. 2. Technological changes in production, marketing methods, and management techniques have been extensive and rapid. 3. Organizational changes, environment, activities, and structures affect human resource requirements and require strategic consideration. 4. Demographic changes, in terms of age, sex, literacy, technical inputs, and social background have implications for human resource planning. 5. Skill shortages combined with affirmative actions for the disadvantaged groups, working conditions, hours of work, etc. have stimulated systematic human resource planning. 6. Legislative controls, makes it easy to increase, but difficult to reduce the numbers employed, because of labor's law relating to employee dismissal, retrenchment, etc. 7. Pressure groups such as unions, politicians, and persons displaced from land by location of big organizations have promoted internal recruitment, promotions, and preference to employees' children, displaced persons, and sons of the soil, etc. 8. Lead time is necessary for the selection process, training, and development of the employees, to handle new knowledge and skills successfully. In summary, human resource planning is 1. The activity of deciding the future of human resources, in relation to the right number and type of people required for each job, with the right training, and motivation for work at the right time and place, in the organization. 2. Human resource planning is a system that enables the management to have the right number and kinds of people at the right places, and at the right time, to carry out activities that benefit the people and the organization. We have come to the end of the training on human resource planning. Do ensure to use the links in the description below, to take the next stage of the HRM training, and for your knowledge assessment test. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to this channel, so you can get new trainings, and knowledge with insights, to continually improve your human resource management functions. Use the comment section below to share your learning experience with us, or ask vital questions. We also have other trainings to help you learn, improve, and shine. Thank you for training with Choice Talents NG.